to, you left the party upon which you were elected, the People's Democratic Party, and you joined APC because you thought in your desperation that when you join APC, Asiwaju will give you the necessary backing to fire political bazooka into Rivers and then illegally remove the governor. And you are singing, on your mandate we shall stand. But when you discover that it's like passing through the rock of Gibraltar, what did you do? You turn back again and say, oh, I'm still in PDP. Because it wasn't about the love of Asiwaju or anything. It was about people who thought that they can capitalize on the fact that they woke up in the morning because of their sycophantic nature, or they will be saying, Mr. President, by mouth, and thinking that will give them access to steal what belongs to the people. And when that could not be possible, then they turn back again. So at the time you became, there was no division in the political party that elected you. Your seat automatically became vacant. Whatever is left of that House of Assembly, whether it was 3 or 4, formed the legitimate quorum. And the Supreme Court has also decided it in the Pialon case in Plateau. When those people moved, and what was left of that House of Assembly, the Supreme Court said they formed the quorum to transact the business of the House. And that was what happened. It's not like 4 people are sitting. They are the one filing cases. They can remove all those cases and INEC will conduct by-election and they will have the full constitutional quorum. But right now, the Supreme Court recognizes the quorum of 4 because that is what is left. So we should discuss the illegality of your action, the desperation of your action of leaving the place we elected at the time there was no division. Upon that, there was a legitimate orders and rulings of court that backed the emergence of Edisinehi as Speaker, and then later on, Okejumbo as the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly. Government is a will, it must continue to run. The madness of 1 man or 2 men cannot stop the will of government from running. So if you want the right thing to be completely done, then you stop, junketing from one court to another. And allow a by-election to be held, and if you are popular, you will win. But desperation will make you be in PDP, you be in APC, you be in SDP, just 1 man in all political parties. Because you are aiming for the treasury of the people, what does not even belong to you. So, the very moment you left, and it was televised live, is on all TV stations, Nigerians have the record. And that's why Nigerians will be waiting to see how this matter will be resolved. Whether we're going to, invent new legislation on this. They publicly left. They swore to an affidavit in court. Are you saying court affidavit and declaration does not matter again? That I have left as far back as December 11 from what he said? And upon that, there was a change of leadership based on what is legally left in the house. And then you're running from one court to another. And then when you think it's not working for you, you abandon the Asiwaju and his party that you jumped overnight, that you claim that you love. You now came back and say, oh, there was never a time we left. To achieve what? Because you're desperate to think it can be possible to use the State House of Assembly to destabilize the government. Unfortunately for them, the government have been running effectively and executing more transformational and intergenerational projects more than ever before. Taking bold projects like the Trans-Calabari Highway and other big projects that are taken about, the Ring Road, which past government could not do. And you thought that by gathering some political, butterflies to hibernate in Abuja, they will make the state ungovernable because they are in the House of Assembly, and that you push them to leave the party and they lost their seat, and suddenly when you see it's not working, you're becoming more desperate day by day. So all these things we need to understand is about desperation of 1 man that is uncalled for. Democracy is not individualistic. It doesn't belong to anybody. And for somebody who is so humble, so accommodating, like Governor Fubara, all these things was unwarranted. All this assault and all this distraction was unwarranted. Today, they are debasing our court, putting our court in difficult moments, obtaining injunctions from Maraba to Nyanya, to every part of this country. Because 1 man wants to seize what does not belong to him. You have a governor who, even me, I can't do that. I will tell you this one won't work. But to tell you how accommodating and how transparent that he is, he allowed him to appoint all the commissioners, all of them. He allowed him appoint SSG, everything, chief of staff, his cousin. He allowed him appoint the leadership of the House of Assembly. He allowed him retain his local government chairman and the Agon leadership the way he wanted. All commissioners, even the security details, the ADs, everything that makes a government. Even revenue generating agencies that were there, he left it. No governor, ask all the governors.